Hello, dear students. We will be beginning with the 12th chapter, Social Responsibility of Business and Business Ethics. Now, it is really a very important chapter because nowadays we know how important it is for all the business organizations to render their responsibilities towards the society, take care of the overall development of the society, and create their good image, maintaining all the possible ethics. Now, in this chapter, we are going to study these two important terms, social responsibility and business ethics, in two different segments. Now, first, we take up the social responsibility. Now, as the word suggests, it clearly means that responsibility of a business towards the society. Now, in society, who are the stakeholders that are there for the business? They are the employees, the investors, the customers, government, overall society, media. All these are the stakeholders. So, of course, social responsibility needs to be rendered by a business to maintain its own name. Then it should be consistent also in carrying forward its social responsibility, duties, obligations towards various levels of people staying in the society. So that leads us to the topic of why is social responsibility altogether needed. Of course, first and foremost, a business will try and create its own name, so that's self-interest. Then it will create a healthy society. It will want to become one of the most important sources of power, name, recognition in the society, so that will automatically enhance its goodwill. It will create social awareness by exercising free enterprise. That means it will give liberty, it will give freedom to its workers, to its employees, to its stakeholders to operate their autonomy, to take their decisions, to feel that on entrepreneurial skill. Okay, and then it will also try and maintain the law and order. It will try and justify morally the various constituent elements of the society, and of course, by maintaining the social cultural norms and maintaining proper etiquettes regarding their profession, that is professionalism, and hence will work as true trustees of the society. Right. Now, while they are trying to render these responsibilities, if we categorize these responsibilities, they carry forward various functions to its different groups of stakeholders. Like towards the owners and investors, it will make sure that the investment made by them is safe, they get regular return, they get timely return. Then towards its employees, they will try and provide better work environment, culture, proper working conditions, good job opportunity, chances of enhancement and development in their skill while they are working, maintaining the freedom to practice any religion, to support any political party while they are in an organization. Then towards the customers, it will try and provide socially desirable products at comparatively lower rates, prices, regular supply of the goods at fair prices. It will behave promptly and courteously towards the employees, and in turn, they will give good vibes to the consumers. Then they will make sure that they are distributing the goods properly in the overall society. Towards the government, they also need to nurture certain responsibilities like abiding by the law of the land, obviously, of the country where they are establishing the business, paying taxes promptly, regularly, keeping their books of accounts as transparent as possible, then to adopt fair dealings, to refrain from corrupting public officers and public, personnel involved in the work, in the overall transparency and audit of the organizations. And towards the entire community, it must protect the environment, make sure that natural resources and economic resources are fully utilized, more and more employment opportunities are generated, various social attributes and civic amenities like hospitals, religious institutions, then non-government organizations, these are all financially aided as much as they can by the business entities. So that leads us to the fact that business has got direct connection with the environment also. Now, it must take all the responsibilities that it should stop air, water, land, and noise pollution by protecting various means of environment getting polluted, because there are of course broader goals. They need to control the pollution because they must be responsible to protect public health. They must ensure safety to its employees, workers, and to the overall society. They must prevent the country from incurring an economic loss because of the failure to meet compliances towards the environmental protection. They must take upon the risk of liability along with the government in the country that they are working in. They must try and save cost, and that will automatically improve the public image. Now, what are the approaches to pollution control? They must be time to time involved in evaluating the environment. They must establish pollution control boards. You must have seen, how vehicles and all are time to time, their pollution control checking is done by the government, by the motor vehicles department in every state. Then certain regulations, norms must be practiced. They must ensure that all those things which are harmful for the environment and the total society overall, they must be banned. Like most of the cities, most of the places, they ban uses of plastic bags, isn't it? All the organizations have put forward their hands into it to prevent the environment. So that shows that how important the business has a very significant role in protecting the environment. And the second segment of the chapter, as I told earlier, is about business ethics. And broadly over here, where ethics means the general practice of standards or principles that govern the moral conduct of the businessman. Now, what do we mean by moral conduct of the businessman? It means that businessmen must be honest. They must be rendering their responsibilities to the truest of the terms. They must be behaving ethically. They must not be practicing corrupt issues. They must not be evading taxes. They must be true to the country and the countrymen. They must be always looking towards accomplishing more economic goals to enhance the overall society, in turn for the betterment of the country, overall country. Now, of course, there are certain reasons why a business must follow the ethics. That is, like I said, for the welfare of the society, for industrial peace, for maintaining a good name of the business in the society, and definitely improving people's standard of life. Now, what are the important elements of such ethics? The top management that needs to commit very, very firmly that how the business will be run. Then, of course, every business has its own code of ethics. So that code of ethics must be religiously followed from the top level management to the last rank of the workers who's working in the organization, so that overall that ethical culture, ethical environment is maintained in the business. They must be complying with various mechanisms that the top management designs to control environmental exploitation or to maintain that ethics towards rendering the responsibility. They must make their employees get involved in such decision making, such process of ethical evolution, so that even employees, they feel attached to the organization. And of course, that requires regular monitoring also. It's not that once in a while you motivate the workers to practice ethical deeds in the organization and then you do not look back at them at all. Now that will create a distance between thinking and execution. So none of the businessmen will ever want that. So that continuous monitoring, involvement of the workers at all levels of the organization, it will make sure that the business practices its commercial and trading activities in the most appropriate ethical manner. Right? So that is about the entire chapter, and we will be continuing with further details in the class. Thank you.